Behind every good game, there is always a healthy dose of speculation and theories, be it through the ideas people piece together and base on the company's past games and development style, ideals, etc. While on the other hand, a lot of the driving force behind these speculative conversations come from quotes and strands of information given to us by the studio heads and developers themselves. And it's these hints and teasers that people like Bethesda give regarding their upcoming games that become the wildfire for their communities, revealing just enough to give us a glimpse into what could be, or at least what we want to see from such an ambitious studio. But famously, Bethesda love to hint towards their future games within their past, most commonly in the form of Easter eggs. Although it must be said that Bethesda's latest sci-fi project, Starfield, is a wholly original IP, with the only concrete things we have to go off are things that Todd Howard has revealed to us about this sci-fi epic, albeit from the official teaser trailer. But what if I were to tell you that Todd Howard has revealed something to us, something that's gone so far under the radar that not only does it give us a look into the state of the human race during Starfield's events, but also could possibly suggest the confirmation of the community's biggest theory. Hey guys, Dom here, and on this day, April 16th, 2020, we are diving into Starfield's most overlooked detail to reveal possibly one of the sci-fi epic's biggest secrets and backstories. Now, if Starfield content interests you, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for when I upload more content regarding Starfield. Also linked below, you can find my Starfield playlist, so you can be all caught up on every piece of news regarding this sci-fi adventure. Now, it's safe to say that I'm always researching every aspect of this unknown game, be it through interviews, activities regarding Bethesda's staff members, concept artists, trademark filings, etc., all to bring you guys a clearer picture into just what this sci-fi epic will not only look like, but its tone, themes, and so on. And it's during one of Todd Howard's more recent interviews when I overheard this statement that led me down a path of discovery. And that interview was 2019's E3 interview with Todd Howard and Elon Musk. While the majority of this interview includes Todd and Elon talking about tech, Fallout Shelter being featured within the cars, and so on, about 17 minutes into the interview, Todd Howard is confronted by Jeff Keighley in regards to what details Todd can give on Bethesda's next adventure. And while Todd seems to give a general statement on Starfield's progress, he does reveal that Bethesda are focusing on realism when it comes to space travel and technology for their spacecrafts. Also an approach to physics that are still gamified yet plausible in a real-world manner. Howard also doubles down on this as he explains that during Starfield's ongoing development, he and the team at Bethesda Game Studios Maryland have visited and been coached by the team at SpaceX and Elon Musk on Bethesda's ideas for Starfield and how they could be achieved in a realistic manner and how technology could be moved forward in a futuristic setting. And it's here that Todd Howard reveals that the game's crafts will be fueled by Helium-3. An innocent enough statement. That is until I decided to look into just what this mysterious gas was and the real-world science and implications of obtaining this substance. Now, before I dive in, I would like to disclaim that I am no scientist, nor am I the most scientific guy in the world. So I'll just give you all a kind of basic breakdown as to just what Helium-3 is. Helium-3 is a gas emitted by the sun, a gas so powerful that real-world scientists and governments are implementing Helium-3 stations around the world to help fuel and grow the world's technology and planet in a more sustainable and cleaner nuclear manner for the future. Although the largest issue with using Helium-3 as a power source is that Helium-3 does not occur naturally here on Earth. It has, however, been accumulating on the surface of the moon for billions of years now. Scientists have also estimated a whopping 1.1 million tons of this substance has been found already surrounding only a few meters of the moon's surface soil, which is a monumental amount considering that we here on Earth would only use 100 tons of that 1.1 million to fuel ourselves safely and efficiently for a year. year, making this substance worth billions by the ton, and real-world plans to mine the moon are already in motion, with the first excavation occurring within the next decade or so. Helium-3 will then go on to replace all nuclear power on Earth, elevating our planet's technology and a cleaner nuclear solution throughout the world. Now, the reason I bring this all up is because, of course, as I previously stated, Todd Howard has revealed to us that Helium-3 is being used within Starfield's lore. Interestingly, it does seem that these events have already taken place within Starfield's universe, as we do know for one that Starfield is set in the future. But as Todd Howard has explained, that the human race have harnessed this energy and are also using this nuclear power to fuel these rockets or spacecrafts within Starfield's universe. Not only this, but this could explain why the planet behind us looks so barren and empty. As the planet exposes itself through the darkness, we can see no city lights or flickers or general forms of life on the surface of this planet. Perhaps in this futuristic setting, the human race have used most of this planet's resources and are now using the real-world method of mining the surface of the moon to collect tons of helium-3 deposits to help fuel the world's nuclear power consumption. Another thing that adds to this theory is the overall view of this official teaser trailer is likely coming from either close to or from the surface of the moon, e.g. the primary source of helium-3. And as we see within the trailer, that the camera pans down to unveil this Earth-like planet, eclipsing the sun or native star behind it, which of course happens to be exactly opposite where the camera is placed, similar to a new lunar cycle or day in where the sun is directly opposite to the moon, which is exactly what is being shown within Starfield's teaser trailer. It also wouldn't surprise me if this Project Constellation text seen in the opening moments of the trailer is referring to a mining lab or station on the surface of the moon, as we can only see the text from the corner of our screen, likely meaning that this surface or mining station is behind the camera angle or player character. Now, I hear you say, Dom, what is this secret you are going on about, and what does it all have to do with Starfield? Well, think about it. All this talk of nuclear power and technology reminds me of another Bethesda Game Studios franchise, a franchise's pre-existing world that relied heavily on nuclear power and nuclear-based advancements that brought the human race into a new technologically advanced era. That's right, Fallout.
We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers.
Where the government was funding these advancements and strives into nuclear power, even though they were bleeding the world's natural resources dry. So, could it be possible? The biggest theory since Starfield's announcement has always been, could this new game share its universe with either Fallout or the Elder Scrolls? And I believe with this evidence, Fallout definitely could. I mean, the science is all there, with Helium-3 being featured in the game's fictional future and our very own, and with Bethesda taking such a hard stance on scientific accuracy within Starfield, stating that Helium-3 is officially being used in Starfield's space rockets and crafts, and the real-world implications of retrieving this substance from the moon. It definitely implies that the planet shown within the trailer, to me, is definitely Earth, a barren, used-up planet resorting to gathering the moon's resources to keep the human race functioning and harnessing that power to advance throughout the future. Definitely sounds like Fallout to me. Now, lastly, I want to collect the last piece of the puzzle that I believe could link Starfield with Fallout. Now, as we've discussed the existence of Helium-3 within Starfield, we know that it only exists on the surface of the moon, meaning that we would have to physically travel there and mine the substance ourselves. Now, if you travel to Concord in Fallout 4, we can come across a giant mural unfolding all of the events leading up to the Great War and all the strives that humanity has gone through within Fallout's universe. And it's here we can see an astronaut standing on the surface of the moon, where in indeed we can find the fuel for Todd Howard's sci-fi spaceships in the real world and in-game. Another thing to note is the placement of the astronaut within the mural, as we know from Fallout's pre-existing history that the fictional world started harnessing nuclear power and was making huge technological advancements years before the bombs fell. And from the mural we can see that the astronaut is clearly standing in between old world technology and new world technological advancements, like power armor and energy weapons that were born as a direct result of this astronaut's nuclear findings. Helium-3, found only on the surface of the moon. So with the scientific evidence and existence of Helium-3 on the surface of the moon, with Todd Howard announcing Helium-3 in Starfield's lore, with Fallout's lore relying on nuclear advancements throughout human history, with Fallout 4's astronaut placed on the site where Helium-3 is mined, standing in between old world technology and new, it's without a doubt that at this moment in time, in my eyes, Fallout and Bethesda's upcoming game Starfield shares the very same universe. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Best ones get featured in the credits of these videos. And if you liked this video, hit that on that like and subscribe button. And until next time, please stand by.